Can I just ask a question? Just come here. I gotta ask you a question. What does Mackenzie Weegar have to do to be moved down in the lineup? What more can he do to us, huh? Game one, absolutely single-handedly hands it over to Washington. And look at the lineup. It's still hey, top pair defenseman. Yeah, he is a top pair defenseman, and like I am, Santa Claus.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
So, game two against the Capitals. Still not feeling 100%. Right now, I'm pretty decent. We'll see how it goes. I'm still nursing. Even right now, I got 101 fever. But I'm highly medicated. So, gee, there you go. So I'm functional. All right, we got the Capitals. Game two. Wayne Gretzky said on the game preview, biggest game in franchise history. Absolutely agree with him. You can't lose this game. You lose this game, you're going into Washington with the possibility of getting swept. Our confidence will be shot, and the best thing we could hope for is to come back home down 3-1. That can't happen. Absolutely cannot happen. Brunette absolutely has to find. We have to find some answer. They're going to play these four guys in the neutral zone. It's not going to be run and gun. We're going to have to dump and chase. We're going to have to take shots and take our chances that we can get a dirty goal somehow. That is how we are going to score our goals. It's not going to be, pretty passes all over the ice. Get the puck in deep, and if you have room for the pretty pass, then you do it. Not even going to get into the Bobrovsky thing. All right? All I know is that we get a lead in this game. Tie Mackenzie Weegar's skates together so he can't get back on the friggin' ice. All right? That's all I want out of this game. I don't want to have arguments with people over whose fault it is when Weegar screws up and Bobrovsky can't make an impossible save. Let's just nip that in the bud and have Weegar not screw up. Is it possible? I don't know. We'll see. Pachari draws in. Claude Giroux goes to the third line. That's the way it's laid out anyway. I saw some people complaining about that. Think face-offs, okay? Think face-offs, because Lundell, as good as he is a rookie. He's not great in the face-off circle, but Giroux is. You take Lomberg out, you put Achari in so he can take the face-offs on the fourth line, because Luosterainen's not really good in the face-off circle either. So that is what those moves are about. They didn't make any changes to the defense. I mean, I don't think Weegar could play poorly enough to get himself moved down. So I'm off that soapbox. Now, 7-1 Panthers. That's what I'm going for. I think we're going to hit. I think we're going to hit our stride at some point during this game and blow them out of the water and keep it coming. We absolutely have to. All right, so it's 2-0 Panthers after 1. That was close because for the first 15 minutes of that period, we had 2 shots on goal. You look at Twitter and everybody is seeing it. I was seeing it. You were seeing it. Seeing absolutely nothing different from game 1, number 1. They didn't look like they cared. There was no energy. They weren't, certainly hadn't changed any strategy. They weren't dumping and chasing and trying to win bird battles. They looked like the exact same thing all over again. Bobrovsky made some nice saves, obviously, and then Aaron Ekblad decides, you know what? We have 2 shots on goal. Why don't we make it a third shot and see what happens? So he wasn't quite at the blue line, but he was, 3/4 of the way. Takes a shot, ricochets off of a half dozen players, off of the ceiling, off of Vanecek's helmet. Then it popped back up and hit Bobrovsky in the pads, and he kicked it down the ice and the puck went in the net. Wouldn't you know it? And wouldn't you know that that gave us our energy, and within, what was it, 98 seconds or 48 seconds or whatever it was, Barkov and Huberdeau find themselves in deep, like I said, not from out above, not from out far, because the Capitals are clogging up that neutral zone. They got themselves in close. Huberdeau with a ridiculous move and pass. Barkov finishes it off. It's 2-0. Now, we had a power play there to end the period. And as the power play was ending, we saw our friend Mackenzie Weegar lose the puck at the blue line. Do we need him on the ice? We have a 2-0 lead. Why? And I know that I'm bitching when it's 2-0, but Weegar is going to cost us goals. Why? I guess this is the question. When we have Forsling and we have Montour, why do we keep putting Mackenzie Weegar out there in these important spots when he proves time and time again that he will cough up the puck? I don't understand it. That's the only, I just don't understand it, because their only way back into this game. Other than that, Bobrovsky's playing well, the forwards are checking, everything looks good. The only way we're going to let this team back into this game is if Weegar plays the Yandel role or the Matheson role, or if somebody does something stupid. That's it. So, I'm happy it's 2-0. I wasn't happy with the play in the beginning of the period. We need to keep at, I said 7-1, and we need to keep at it and keep pounding on and pounding on. 2-0 don't mean nothing in the playoffs, especially to Washington, all right? They came here and here. They want this game, believe me. And for the first 15 minutes, I thought they were going to get it. So, keep up the momentum we have, but do not, just don't do anything stupid, guys. Alright, so, oh, sorry, jeez. 5-1, the voice is going on me now. 5-1 Panthers after 2. This is good. So there's a couple things about this period. Last night I watched the Tampa game. I recapped the Tampa game. Up until 1.4 seconds left, Tampa didn't really look like themselves. And then they got their goal, and they looked like the champs the rest of the way. It's very similar to what happened to the Panthers here tonight. The first 15 minutes, we looked like ass. And then we got the goal, and the next thing you know, beautiful. Right on our way to 7-1, just like I said. This is the team that we've seen. Washington really didn't do anything different. Just at some point, we break through. Once we get that energy and play the way we're capable of playing, teams can't keep up with us. Now, I'm going to say one thing that makes a big difference. It makes a huge, big difference. I know I got a lot of guff about this saying Bobrovsky needs to make those saves. What happens tonight? It's 3-1. Weegar with a bad giveaway. Ovechkin has a ridiculously good opportunity. Bob makes the save. A ridiculous, impossible save. Left out to dry, but he makes the save. The puck comes back down the other way. Vanacek gives up a greasy goal. And it's 4-1. Those are the saves. I said it the last game. I say it again. Doesn't matter. It's not about being fair to Bob or Bob standing on his head the other rest of the times. The way this team is designed, unless we're going to bench Weegar or unless Uyghur's going to get his shit together, Uyghur's going to give the puck. That's going to continue to happen. If we want to win the cup, Bob has to make those saves. And tonight was the perfect illustration. Tonight, he made the save, and we're winning the game. Let's finish this off. That's one. That is one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all the energy I had. That was it. That was it. The fever's turning into a burning throat. I don't care. I'm alive and it's playoff time. So we get the win 5-1. I said 7-1. They had to pull the goalie. They had to put Samson off and to keep it from getting worse. It probably would have been 7-1 if they would have let Vanacek in. Wasn't having a great night. Very interested to see what the Capitals do Game 3. Don't forget Game 3 Saturday. That's a 1 o'clock start. It's an afternoon start. So, the Panthers, we're not really usually great in the afternoon. We already start games slow as it is. So, it's going to be interesting. That's a must-have. We don't want to have to keep coming back in this series. You get Game 3, and then you see what happens at Game 4. But Game 3 is pretty much just as much as a must-have as this game here. We have to take charge of this series. So, that was the team we've seen all year, people, for the most part. And really, if you think about it, during the season, we kept seeing them not play a great first 10 minutes, right? And many times, excuse me, oh, sorry, guys. Many times the other team would score first, and that's what would spur us on to getting the engines running. But I think we've proven one thing with this team, and that is they need a kick in the ass. So either we get a goal or the other team gets a goal. But until that happens, we really don't turn on the gas. We rarely get things moving until after something has happened on the scoreboard. So, which is fine. That explains why we won so many games coming from behind, and we would have won Game 1. We would be going into Washington with the possibility of a sweep if Mackenzie Weegar didn't try to walk Alex Ovechkin, but that's a different story. Tonight was a good effort all the way around. Look, Ekblad had the nice goal. Ekblad's playing well, but I think, to be honest with you, if you put our number one, if you gave Montour and Sherratt number one pairing minutes, we wouldn't see a drop off in play. We've got three really solid pairs, to be honest with you. Weegar does what he does, but he does what he does, and it's not going anywhere. So it is what it is. We have to live with it. If Bobrovsky's going to make the saves like he did tonight, when Weegar or whoever gives up, we do give up those quick chances sometimes. I don't want to say it's only Weegar. When those shots come, Bobrovsky makes the save, we're going to win games. It's just how the team is designed. It's just the style we play. So, a couple of things from this game. It was good to see Barkov and Huberdeau get moving. All right. This was the first time I think we've really seen the potential for our guys to play their game in a playoff game, and it didn't seem gimmicky or fake. I don't know how to express that. So against the Islanders in the play-ins, we were completely getting outplayed. And even though we won, I guess it was Game 3, I don't think too many of us had a thought that we were coming back and winning that series. Last year, against the Lightning, we were clearly being outclassed. And even though Spencer Knight saved us came in and saved us in Game 5, I don't think any of us really felt like we were going to go out there and play our natural game and win. We were missing Ekblad too much. The team just wasn't deep enough. The fact that one guy missing an Ekblad could cost us showed it. But this game here was one with, Anton Lundell had a hell of a game. All right, he wasn't even on the team last year. You see what I'm saying? Claude Giroux was in the right place at the right time, especially defensively. His back check game tonight was monster. Wasn't even on the team, okay? The Lundell goal was actually started by Sherratt banging his man off the puck and then moving it forward. Wasn't even on the team last year. You see in what I'm saying? This is not the team against the Islanders, and it's not the team against Tampa. These guys went out there tonight, and despite the fact that Washington was attempting to just clog up the neutral zone and make us play their style, or at least that style, we said no, and we got the goal. We got the dirty goal that we needed to kick things off. And then, boy, once that momentum hit, If that's how we're going to play, we're going to win a cup. It's unstoppable, but it's a combination. Okay, we have to have the energy on offense, and we have to have the impossibly ridiculous timely saves by Bob, because the style we play, we're going to give up those chances like we saw tonight with Ovechkin. And if Bob gives up that goal, it's 3-2. Washington gets the momentum back. Doesn't mean it would be Bob's fault. It's just the way the system is designed. We need all of that to happen. We need it all functioning at once in the playoffs. So it was really, really good to see tonight. You could tell the guys, they were a little bit nervous. I was nervous. 10, 15 minutes in, I'm watching this game and I'm thinking, are we fitting to do this? Are we fixing to be one and done again? Because it looked that way. It really, really did. Till Ekblad just said, the hell with it, I'm just going to shoot this puck. And they played pinball and it went in. And now, the important thing here is game 3, okay? That's a must win. It's a must win. When was the last time we had a series lead? We didn't. I mean, did we get a series lead against Tampa? I don't think we did. No, we couldn't have, right? So it's been a while since we had a series lead. Maybe against the Devils 10 years ago, or whenever that was, that we had a series lead. It's definitely important that we win Saturday, because if you go in there to Washington and prove immediately that you can win one on the road, that's going to be huge, because we lost game 1 at home. So we are going to have to win one on the road. And I really don't feel like having to do that with our backs up against the wall, down 2-1. Let's get that done and over with on Saturday. So, all right, that's all I got for tonight. I apologize that the recap's a little bit more low-key than they normally would. The way I'm looking at this is I'm using the first round to get back and healthy. There was a lot of extra content that I had planned. I'm obviously not getting an opportunity to do so. It's frustrating. I put in 250 videos worth of time this year, all in preparation for it to even get bigger and more right now in this moment. And I got 102 fever and a burning throat. So I hear though. I'm not quitting. Stu and I will be back in the morning. Hopefully, I'll be able to function. Hopefully, I keep going to bed thinking I'm gonna get better the next day, and then I wake up and it's not so good. So, so we'll be back in the morning. No questions asked there. Right now, if tomorrow was the game, there's no way I could do the live stream on Saturday. I apologize again. I got everybody all ready. I got all this stuff to give away. Maybe Saturday I can do like a half-hour live stream if I can get up enough energy and feel good enough before the game. Maybe I could get a half-hour live streaming. I was going to do 90 minutes, but that ain't going to happen. So not Saturday. I doubt that. It'd be a miraculous comeback on my end. So, all right, that's all the voice I got. That's one. Now, for those of you who are new to the channel, usually I'm screaming 2 points. But now we need 16 wins for the Cup. That was 1. Saturday can be 2. Alright? Appreciate all the support. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Eventually, once my health is better, you guys will get to see what the channel is really like. This is not my normal style. But whatever. We get the win. That's all I care about right now. And Saturday, let's take it to them Saturday. Pick up exactly where we left off tonight, which is constant puck possession, energy, the waves. It's a beautiful thing. All right, we got ourselves a series, people. Let's make it count. Appreciate it.